academia, the universities, that they're still talking to drive intakes. We're speaking the opposite, is drive nutrient-dense rations. Now, it's interesting, in his piece, he does talk about nutrient-dense rations, but they really don't understand this concept. And the concept is, you take, distillers, for example, is 25% protein, where soybean meal is 50% protein. So that's nutrient density. It takes 2 pounds of distillers to equal 1 pound of soy. So you put in soy, you have 1 pound of something else to use, which is forage. So I'll repeat that, because now you can see how the energy goes up in our rations, and so does the forage percent. So the World of Nutrition thinks that we're feeding a lot of grain. They feed a lot of hulls, a lot of distillers, and those are not very dense ingredients. So distillers, again, is 25, I'm using as an example, 25% crude protein, where soybean meal is double, 50%. So it takes 2 pounds of a 25% to equal 50. If you put soybean meal in at 1 pound, you have that extra pound of distillers to replace with forage. With soybean meal, you're going to get your protein's needs met quicker to have room for more corn. So the energy of the ration goes up the way we do it, and forage percent goes up with it. If the energy level, not if, when the energy level goes up in the ration, the cow doesn't have to eat as much to get her energy needs met. Questions? Someone explain it the way they understand it.
So when I talk to my producers about, the soybean meal versus canola, and the different types of protein out there, and how we make their ration more nutrient dense, and it allows them to bring in more forage if we can use a more higher protein source. So I dummy it down for them, and I just talk to them about, like, if they're going to go have some breakfast, and I will tell them, like, you have a couple options. You can go out there and you can have that bowl of cornflakes or Rice Krispies, and then I'm going to tell you to go out there and work for a whole day and not come back till noon, and you'd probably be very hungry about 9, 10 o'clock, or you can go in and you can have something that, like a T-bone steak, and eat that, and then go out there and work. And so I make that comparison with them with their soybean meal and canola, how there's more protein in the soybean meal, and then I can bring in something else on their breakfast plate, like some hash browns or something like that. So I just dummy it down for them, and just I make it look like their plate and how to explain it. So I know that's not the technical way of talking about the cows, but they all seem to connect when I put it on their plate and have them eat their breakfast.
Emmy.
Believe it or not, I listen to Libby talk for 7 hours out of our day. So I compare a lot of what I say to what she says, but I explain it very similar to how she says it, but I also bring in the fact, like, if we have a more nutrient-dense feed, we can feed less of it. And they seem to connect with that.